And our first guest is joining us from Aspen, Colorado, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. Riggs, of course, is the CEO of OriginClear Incorporated. OCLN is their stock symbol. Riggs, welcome to the program, and I understand you have a special guest with you.
Hi, and indeed, we're in Aspen, and the amazing Cedric Ceballos is with me. He is, of course, of Lakers and Phoenix Suns fame and continues to work in the industry. And he has joined us for this amazing project to finally fix the problem with the water in Compton once and for all, which is why we call this Enough is Enough.
Well, Cedric, welcome to the show. Tell us what attracted you initially to this project.
Well, first, I went to high school in Compton, California. I'm native there. And then the opportunities that were going on in Flint, a good friend of mine, former guy I used to play with, Derek Coleman, was trying to fix the problem. We were trying to help him out there as well. You know, when Riggs came involved and asked for some assistance on this, I was all for it. This is an opportunity not only to, make sure that the Compton individuals are getting exactly what they pay for. It's not like it's getting free water. They're paying for water, so they deserve that clearness. And it was an opportunity for me to reach out and try to get the awareness. That's the most important thing, the awareness, because not only is Flint being contaminated in New Jersey and Compton, California, but there's other states and cities that are contaminated that they just don't know about. Now, we're partnering with the council committee, the mayor and the city, also the state, to try to fix this problem. Now, it's not going to be an easy fix. It's not going to be a quick fix as well. This is going to be an opportunity where teamwork is going to be involved. We have come in to try to give them a little bit more lead time in order for them to fix the problem totally.
And it's truly disturbing that something like this can even happen in the 21st century. Don't you agree?
Well, this is the new age of decentralization, where it's no longer about, the last century where it was all centralized, big centralized systems. And that's not the way. The infrastructure is falling apart. I really feel for the city councils and the states for the problems that they're having with the decaying infrastructure. And so our philosophy is, let's buy you time. We're going to go ahead and raise the funds to put a basic unit in each home that's affected to provide a minimum amount of tap water service that's standard. As Sid says, just like a 90210, you get the water you pay for wherever you live in Los Angeles. Now, for the future, we want this to be a public-private partnership over time. We want to get the state involved, but this way we buy the time. And the other person that's an amazing player is, I want to bring Fred. Join me in the scene here. We got Fred here, and there he is. So Fred, tell us who you are.
I'm Fred Martin. I am the founder of Compton Kids Club. So a lot of times when you have these different problems, you always see the youth as the victim. This is a group of youth who is a part of the solution. They're involved in fixing the problem, not just being victimized by the problem.
So he is going to join me and Cedric on stage Saturday, 9:15 a.m. at the American Renewable Energy Day, where we are right now. And that is going to be the touch-off point for the entire campaign. And we look forward to talking further about it.
Riggs, I know you've been pretty excited about this conference. Can you tell us what your goals are?
Well, our goals are very, very simple, and that is to get awareness. Excuse me, I got to hold this poor selfie stick before I shake it to death. But to get awareness of this new campaign, we could just go for three, multimillionaires. No, we'd rather, obviously we'll accept large donations, but more importantly, we want to make this a popular campaign where everybody chips in, $20, $30 all over the country. And it's going to lead to more and more cities being handled properly. We got Newark next, perhaps. A lot of cities need help, and we're here to do that.
So basically, we're looking at a coordinated effort between business, celebrity, and government getting together to solve a glaring problem.
Exactly. It's going to be a coordinated thing, and we look forward to giving you a full report in the studio next week.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much. Once again, OriginClear Incorporated, OCLN, the stock symbol. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, I just said goodbye to you in Aspen. Now I'm saying hello to you in Hollywood. How'd that happen?
The magic of television.
The magic of TV.
Over to you, Chad.
Well, of course, we want to do a post-analysis of the stage presentation you did in Aspen. Tell us about that.
Yes. So, in fact, we'll have a little clip shortly, but really what we outlined was a plan to really solve the problem. As you know, Don, as a company, we are really the player in this new decentralized on-site water treatment at the industrial level.
Right.
But we're looking at what's happening in the cities. Newark's in the news right now
Right.
with their failed attempt to deal with the problem. Compton still has a problem after years. So we said, okay, enough is enough, name of the campaign, and we're now setting up a, the cities are constantly dealing with the problem on a someday soon basis. Well,
Right.
let's put a tourniquet on the bleeding
There you go.
leg, right? And that's what we're doing. And it was incredibly welcomed. In fact, we met the new presidential candidate, Tom Steyer, who loved the concept, I hear. So we're just up and running. This is a beneficial thing we want to do as sponsorship for the communities of America. It will lead to our being in the consumer space down the road. But for now, we just want to do the right thing. And Compton for Compton, Flint for Flint, Newark for Newark, South Bend for South Bend, because South Bend has 6 times the lead that Flint had. When they don't even talk about that.
And with a presidential candidate, you've got some heavy hitters joining your effort.
Tom Steyer, and I don't know what your politics are, but he is a businessman, and he sees the problem of infrastructure and of sustainability as a business issue.
Right.
Compared to all those politicians, that's a breath of fresh air.
That is a breath of fresh air. So tell us about the presentation you have.
Well, what I'm going to do here is it's about a minute and a half. It's a little montage,
Okay.
and I'm going to comment it as we go, if that's okay. All right, so here we are at American Renewable Energy Day. And you can see the wonderful environment with the chairlift still running. And just a beautiful, beautiful environment to have a conference in. And there we are as the sponsors. And there we are on stage talking about the cause. There's Cedric Ceballos, an amazing former NBA player who is dedicated to this project. Fred Martin is the impresario for the Compton kids. And here we are just there we are, we were talking last week, right? And sharing, there's Tom Steyer, who's the presidential candidate. Various amazing people who were putting this thing together, who are activists for sustainability, I'm wearing the badge, the sustainability badge right now on my lapel. And we're really putting something together. And Cedric is a good-looking man, knows how to wear the threads. But they are dedicated to doing right. They're both Fred and Ced went to high school in Compton together. Here is some brief footage of Tom Steyer speaking at the conference and outlining his vision for what's going to happen, what must happen to create sustainability and fix the infrastructure of America, which is what we're doing. And of course, he had to. There I am talking to him and saying, "You go." And there's the beautiful sunset, and that was it.
So you're basically trying to create a grassroots effort to get this campaign rolling, right?
It's important that we not be carpetbaggers, that we really let the people of Compton be involved in the solution, the installation, the funding, all of it. Obviously, it's going to take some national level, Kickstarter type crowdfunding, which will happen. This is not for OriginClear to do. This is for us to spawn as a beneficial activity. But as I say, it will lead to good things down the road for us in the consumer space.
Well, like Cedric said in the first video, Compton residents are paying for that water. It shouldn't be coming out brown.
You have a right to the water that you pay for. That's a human right.
Once again, OriginClear, OCLN's their stock symbol. Riggs from Aspen to Hollywood, you're just everywhere.
It's always a pleasure, and I'll see you next week. We'll talk about the quarterly results.
Excellent.
Thank you, Don.